tonight for dinner, we're gonna have taco pie. At least that's what we call it at our house. I started out with a pound of ground beef, browned it, drained most of the fat. I'm gonna add in some taco seasoning. I just had a partial package left. So I'm gonna stir that around in here. Doing that one-handed, holding the camera, haha. Okay, we'll get this all around. So basically we're putting things in this that we would put in or on tacos. I've never tried this with chicken before, but it might work if that's your preference. So, get the seasoning kind of distributed through there. And then I have a partial jar of salsa. I would say a cup or so would do it. Just kind of measure what you think works for how much you have. And go ahead and stir that around so it's just kind of all mixed through. And we don't even really need to let it heat up through because it's going to bake in the oven as well. We're going to do 350 when we put it in the oven. So we're just getting this all kind of mixed up. Like I said, doing this one-handed, so it's probably not maybe as beautiful as it should be, but there we go. So here we have 3 soft tortilla shells, and this is a pie plate. So I put them in there so they overlap and cover. So this is like our pie crust for this dish. So I'm going to put our filling, which is the ground beef with the taco seasoning and the salsa there. I'll turn off my burner before I forget. And we're just gonna kind of spread it around the whole thing. What's nice about this is when you're done with it, you do cut it into kind of pie slices, and then it's easy to portion it out, especially if there's 5 of us at home one evening. Cut it into 5 nice pieces, and then it's good to go. If there's just 4 of us, we can still cut it in 5 pieces and keep one for later, for leftovers, for lunch. But it makes it really easy to portion it out. If you had little kids, you could probably portion it out into 6 pieces. So the last touch is some cheese on top. I have Colby Jack tonight. Cheddar is also really good on this. But just sprinkle to your heart's desire around here. And then we're going to put it in the oven at 350 for, I'm going to say 20 minutes. And we'll see what it looks like. You know, the ground beef is cooked. We really are just looking to melt the cheese and get it warm throughout. So cheese all over. If you really want to make it fancy, you can trim these off a little bit. Just see how you think. These edges will get nice and crispy though if you leave them out, and then they have a really good flavor. I'll do another short when it's all done. Post that later to see how it all turned out and what we put with it.